Okay, to start off, you're going to have both of your images open. I have my desk and my photo. Then you're going to hit the quick select tool and select all of the subject. And if you get too much, you can use the minus to take off all the excess. You're going to right click and layer via copy. Use the move tool and drag it up to your other picture. As you can tell, it's way too big, so you hold down shift and bring in the corners until you are happy with the size that it is. That looks good to me. So now you're going to right click and free transform, and you're going to hit perspective. You're going to bring both the elbows down so that they're closer to the desk. Make them as even as possible. Right click, warp, and you're going to make her taller so that she doesn't look so awkwardly shaped. And enter. So next you're going to hit eraser, and you're going to erase all of the back of the seat so that it looks like she's in the chair, not over it. And you're kind of just guesstimating because there's no certain way to tell where the seat ends. Okay, so now you click background, you go to filter, and go to filter gallery. You're going to click on the artistic and find dry brush and hit OK. Click your layer, filter, filter gallery, and then I'm going to click poster edges. Click OK. Click the background and the layer and merge them. And then you go to filter, filter gallery, and you're going to go to texture and texturize. This looks more like a painting than anything else, an image. And then you're going to go to black and white. And I have mine set to -40 for red, -10 for yellow, 130 for green, -120 for cayenne, 250 for blue, and -90 for magenta. Okay, so I have my image open, and I'm going to go to filter, lens correction. You're going to click on the custom, and you'll see bayonet. I'm going to darken it all the way and change the midpoint to 30. And hit OK. And then you're going to go to photo filter, and I'm going to choose cooling LBB. This is how I'm going to bring out my eyes, and I'm going to set it to 80%. Then I'm going to change it from normal to overlay. Next, I go to filter, sharpen, and unsharpen mask. I'm going to do 500 with the radius of 15 and the threshold for 200. Next, you click curves, and you can do whatever you want to what you think. I want my face to stand out more, the background to not, and be darker. Okay, then I'm going to use my burn tool, and I'm going to darken my eyes, so about the size of my eyes, to make them darker and stand out more. And then you're going to click your selection tool. Let me zoom out. And I'm just going to select the outside of my background. Layer via copy. Okay. Next, you go to filter, blur, and you're going to go to lens blur. I have my blur, and I'm going to have it radius up to 100. And there you go. You have a blur that will create less of a distraction. And last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select all my layers and merge them. Okay, so I have my background and my photo. I already made a selection, but first I'm going to start with my background. I'm going to go to Filter, Distort, Twirl. I'm going to have mine all the way. And okay, you grab the pen tool. Want the opacity at 50, size depending, and you want it on the faded. Okay, so you're going to choose your color. I'm going to start with red, and you're just going to color one area, and you're going to go through and do this with as many colors as you want. Okay, there you go. Next, you are going to go to your image. Like I said, I already made the selection, and you're going to grab it and you're going to move it to your background. You hold shift to keep it proportionate and make it the size you want. And as you can see, there's some spots, so I'm just going to take the eraser and erase all the extra spots. This includes the extra background to make the edges more blended. So now you're going to go to your burn tool, and this is going to bring her out more and add more color. So I'm just going to go over all of her. Some parts more than others. For the arms, I'm going to make it smaller. I'm just going to stay on the outside. For the hands, I want it really dark. Okay. Make them a little bit more even. Okay. So then I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go through and add a shadow. And there you go. Okay, I have already moved my subject to the background and quick selected his eyes. Next, you're going to hit Select, Modify, and Feather. I'm going to have mine at 2. Then you're going to go to Solid Color, and I'm going to have mine as red. Then you change Normal to Darken. And then you're going to click your layer again. And you're going to go to your pen tool. You're on black. And make it the size of the subject's eyes. You're going to change the opacity to 50. Okay. And then I'm going to merge these layers. Next, you're going to click your background, go to Granite Map, and I'm going to use Metal, click Silver, hit OK. Then you're going to Brightness and Contrast, brightness -60, and contrast 40. Posterize, and you can make it nothing or a lot. I'm going to have mine set at 8, and I'm going to merge all of these together. And for your subject, I'm going to be using Posterize, and I'm going to make it 8. And there you go. I have already moved my picture onto my background. And now you're going to New Layer, Edit, Fill, change it to Overlay, Burn Tool, and I'm going to draw a shadow. So next I'm going to my layer and make it to about the size of my shadow to make it more proportionate. Okay. So next you're going to go click Background, Filter, Render, Lighting Effects. So most of this is already preset, but the color I decided to have purple, and I am trying to get the shadow to be more of the focal point. The intensity I'm going to turn down about 75. And this all is on your own eye. There's no right or wrong. You can turn it up. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So next, you're going to hit OK. And you're going to go to Curves. This is how you are going to make the background lighter, more gray instead of black. And I'm going to turn the purple down a little bit. and I want to keep the shadow, so next you're going to click your layer, go to filter, filter gallery, and I'm going to click brush strokes, dark stroke, hit OK, and this will add more theme. Go to background, filter, filter gallery. I am going to use from texture the craquelure. Hit OK. And there